The best way for your product to be at the best level is not a matter of luck, is not a formula, nor is it an experiment. It is located in a country, Chile. Yes, Chile. A long and thin country in the southern hemisphere, blessed with natural conditions perfect for agricultural production, and that can also produce counter-season. Because thanks to the counter-season production, we can offer a fresh, high-quality nut when the rest of the world does not have it. To deliver a fresh product to our customers throughout the year. We all want the flavor, the freshness, the smells, the color and the sizes to be always superior. And in Chile, we find the best nuts in the market. A nut that highlights the virtues of a country. A nut filled with the flavor and freshness of its land that is produced with the care and thoughtfulness of workers. And that it is always offered with the best of these. It is not a minute to invent. It is a minute to implement. It is not time to compete. It is time to unite. It is not time to ask. It is time to answer. And the answer is in Chile, your best partner in counter-season production. Chilean walnuts, clearly the best, clearly fresh.
We will now start the webinar, and for the first presentation, we will have Mr. Edmundo Valderrama, who will give an overview of the Chilean walnut industry. Edmundo Valderrama is the president of Chilenut. So I leave you with Edmundo now.
Hello, everyone. Okay, I'm here. Pedro, can you confirm you can see my video?
Yes, perfectly.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much for joining us today. We're delighted to do once again a webinar to show and to start the season, the walnut season in Chile. And I would like to share with you some information that some of you may already know, but I think it's always good to put in context the industry and also to give some background to the next presentations. Okay, so today walnuts is the second largest crop in Chile. There has been a lot of changes in the last 10 years. The growth of walnuts, of course, has been very high, but also other crops like and fruits like cherries and hazelnut. Today is second. The official numbers is a little bit below 44,000 hectares. But according to Chilenut information, we're probably close to 46,000 hectares. There is a delay on the official information of the Minister of the Agriculture Minister. Okay, they have the census every 2 years, so some delay it is possible. Production is the surface is still in the central area of Chile, in the area around Santiago, with 16,000 metric ton, but with a huge growth in the southern area, mainly because of new projects fighting larger properties to develop the orchards and also to the water availability. So that's why we see Maule, which is the region starting 200 kilometers south of Santiago with a big growth, and now taking second place, third place, and probably quite soon the second place, and decreasing a little bit in the north due to water availability. The volume of hectares have been growing, as we said, rapidly in the last 10 years. On 2010, we used to have about 16,000 metric tons, and today, as I said, 43,000 metric tons. It means it's close to 3 times in these past years. When you see the colors, you can see what I just mentioned, that the southern area is the one has been growing the most in the past years. Of course, if we look at that, it comes from new just planted every year. We have a peak during year 2012. Of course, this increase on new orchards is the response of the high prices we saw during these years, reaching payment backs to the growers up to $5 per kilo. Of course, with these prices, the industry is very eager to plant new orchards. The last 2 years, because of the same reason, we don't have the information, but we see that there's been very little new orchards planted on 2020 and 21. And of course, it will be the case of 22. Okay, the average of these past years is close to 2,500 hectares per year. And of course, if we look at the result of this new orchards, we'll come to the production, which has been increasing rapidly in more than the 3 times that the hectares planted. The new orchards, the new techniques, and the well-managed orchards in Chile has been showing that the production has been multiplied by 5, and this year probably to 6 times. Okay. During the last year, production was a little bit above of 150,000 metric tons, a good number after 2 years, almost the same volume, even with a small decrease on the production of 2020 because of the drought mainly that Chile faces on 2019. When we look at this number of today, we have a long-term projections coming from the data of the orchards planted and the information we have from the census. Of course, this model doesn't take account on the drought or any climatic phenomenon may affect the crop. So it may overestimate a little bit. I think that will be the case. We have an increase on the harvest of this year, the volume of the crop. We think that will be about 170,000 metric tons, but we don't think it will reach the former projections. The drought we had last year was very well managed by the Chilean growers, but even though that, we think it will still affect some of the volume on the production. And of course, because we still have many orchards that's been planted in the last 3-4 years, we will see an increase of the production up to 2026. After that, it depends a lot on what has been planted on the last 2-3 years, and that is something that is very hard to forecast. But we still don't know. We think that Chile will surpass the 200,000 metric tons quite soon. Where we are shipping the production. As you may know, Chile is a very small country, 17, 18 millions, maybe 19 now. We have some immigration, and but with a very small consumption, no larger than 5,000 to 6,000 metric tons per year. So roughly, we have close to 97%, 88% going on export. We are shipping to 74 countries. We have quite a spread share of the volumes shipped, which is good. Okay, so any impacts on any market, of course, will affect, but will not affect very seriously. India became on 2021 the #1 country for Chile, equalizing Turkey showing a decrease on Germany, who used to be #1. Okay, places normally are changing year to year, so we can take India, Turkey, and Germany taking place on the coming years. We have, of course, many countries that we cannot show because it's in others with 24% of the share. That is on volumes equivalent on in-shell walnuts. Of course, this will change if we split it in in-shell and shelled walnuts. It's just to give you an overview of the market of the walnuts for Chilean walnuts. And to tell you a bit what we've been doing on the last few years to promote Chilean walnut production. We have 2 marketing programs that we started in 2021 and we continue in 2022. One for Germany and the second one is for India. We're very glad with the result we have in India. We had very good feedbacks from the importers on that program. We will continue that program this year. We will double the amount of money invested on that program. So we expect that we'll come with new and very good results also as last year. And of course, we will have more possibilities this year without COVID and all the restrictions we faced last year on the activities. We expect to have a more impact on the consumers and also on the market. And of course, that is not possible without the work and the funds provided by the Chilenut members, as you can see on these slides, which has been supporting the industry very hardly for the last 2 years, and that is something that has to be highlighted. Okay, these companies you can see over here has been putting all the efforts on this staff and of course the money to promote the Chilean walnuts and the walnuts on this marketing program. But it's not that also. We probably, many of you didn't know, but the companies that they are members of Chilenut, they also have to fulfill an ethic rules that, of course, you have some guarantees when you're working with these companies. We have, if you see one of the companies member of Chilenut, this company probably has been fulfilling their obligations and their contracts always, okay? If any of these companies fail to do that, okay, they can pass it to the ethical committee and this can not be a member. So I enforce you to work with our members, which are very reputed companies and very known for many years. Thank you very much for your time and please enjoy the rest of the presentation.